For 37 years, Betty Ann Donegan has been helping to turn average home cooks into confident superstars in their own kitchens. Betty Ann is back with her daughter and assistant Stephanie Dietz to share a delicious recipe. Welcome back, ladies.
Thank you.
Always wonderful to be here with you. And this is a recipe that you guys brought back from Italy.
Yes. When we went to Amalfi, we had this in a mom and pop type restaurant. And it was just delicious. And every single student that was on the trip said, you have to see how they make this. We didn't have this in our class. We just had this in a restaurant.
Speaking of class, you do have a cooking class. How's that going?
Great. Yeah, great. It's great. This is the wonderful time of the year to be cooking when it's cold like this, and it's fun.
Are you teaching this recipe in class now?
We did this last week. This is a great Lenten dish because there's no meat in it.
Perfect.
So,
you're right.
Yeah.
All the way
so
through
this is
Lent.
nice, and it's a good substantial meal. It's nice. You'll like this.
I can't wait. And we actually have some pictures too, Stephanie, that you brought back from Italy.
Yes.
And let's take a look at that.
Okay.
And I believe this is a fabulous restaurant. Where?
Right. This is a Michelin restaurant that we went to. That's my daughter standing on the staircase of this very fancy restaurant. So this is just showing the contrast in some of the different restaurants that we go to while we're there. This is a dish of a typical lunch that we would get.
That's typical?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Just
food.
beautiful vegetables, wonderful cheeses.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was spectacular. That's just typical lunch on a Wednesday afternoon or something. And we also went to a fantastic pasta factory. So that's my daughter standing in front of a whole bunch of spaghetti.
Did you bring home some pasta from there?
We did.
You did?
We did, yeah.
From Gragnano. It was, it was
And what is
fantastic.
this dish?
That is the remains of the dish that we're making today.
You ate a lot of it, huh? Most
it was
of it.
fantastic. I usually try to take the pictures ahead of time, but I forgot. But so you'll see. Your dish is going to look the same.
I always love taking pictures of the food I'm eating because it always looks so beautiful. I want to share with everybody. All right, let's share with everybody the recipe here.
Well, this is very simple. We have some garlic here and some olive oil. I'm just sautéing it. When you cook the olive oil and the garlic together, the flavor gets all through the oil. So even if you take the garlic out, you don't want to eat the garlic.
Right.
You still have the flavor of the garlic in the oil.
It's infused in there.
It's infused, and that's why it's all sliced up. And if you put it in whole, you don't get as much flavor out of it. So this is sliced.
Do we have a name for this dish?
Oh, this is pasta with Caciocavallo.
Okay.
Caciocavallo was the name of the cheese.
Oh, this is the cheese right here.
This is the cheese, yeah. This started out as mozzarella, and then it's cured. And then when it's dried like this a little bit, it's called Caciocavallo.
Where do you find this?
Liuzzi's has it in North Haven, if you're in the North Haven area, but it's not that hard to find. It's not common, but it's certainly not hard to find. And this is a pasta filata cheese. In other words, it was made with a stretched curd, like mozzarella is. So when you eat this, it's going to be stretchy.
Does it taste like a mousse?
Well, it's nuttier.
Nuttier.
It's nuttier. Yeah.
Okay.
If you kept drying it longer, it'd be provolone.
Okay.
But provolone is hard.
Yes, it is. Okay, you're right.
And Steph has some pasta in the potatoes. She's going to talk about that.
Right, so here, I just want to show you the size of the potatoes. You dice the potatoes up and put them in the water, cook them for about 5 minutes, and then you put the pasta in.
It cooks faster when you dice them, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
absolutely. So you cook everything all together, and then I'm going to...
Wait, you put the pasta in there with the
potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's all cooked together, and then we're going to scoop it out, and you have to remember to save the pasta water. That's the most important thing. You don't want to drain it like you would normally drain pasta, because that's going to be the sauce. The pasta water is actually the sauce of the
Again,
dish.
what's in there right now?
This is just the pasta and the potatoes.
Okay.
That's it.
And now everything is cooked.
Now we have the...
This is the oil and the garlic. And now we're going to stir this up. And Steph's going to put some pasta water on here. And then we're going to serve this, and we're going to put some cheese on the top. And the heat of everything is going to make the cheese melt.
Okay.
And you use a lot of water.
So this makes the sauce. See, this is sort of like a soup. And you see how small this macaroni is? This is called pasta mista. This is mixed macaroni. It's a little bit of everything. But you could use tubatini or ditalini or small shells. Yeah, a little bit of pepper. Whatever you like.
Now, how did you guys get the person whoever shared this recipe to share this recipe with you so that you can bring it home to us?
Well, I'm kind of good about tasting things and knowing what's in it, but the chef gave me a couple of little tips.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you just put it all together.
Now this is going to melt. The cheese
Should
is
I wait
going to melt.
a little bit, or you want me to go ahead and try it?
Stir it up a little bit, yeah.
Okay, great.
And it's amazingly delicious. Yeah, it's hot. It's amazingly delicious for such
It's
simple
so simple,
food.
you're right.
Yeah.
Now, what can you add to it if you wanted to add something to it?
Well, if it's meatless, you can't add any meat.
Right,
but you could add some vegetables if you wanted
to. Vegetables.
But not very long, because You want them to be still crisp. You can't cook, obviously, the vegetables as long as we're cooking the pasta. The pasta takes about 9 or 10 minutes.
What about the pasta? Can you use a different kind of pasta?
Yeah, you could use tubettini or ditalini. These are small shells we have here. Anything little. It's supposed to be eaten like soup. You see how the cheese melts? Mmm. Mmm. Isn't that delicious?
It's so
It's
simple,
yummy.
too.
Yeah.
It's really good, really.
Yeah, I know.
For something so simple, I can't
know.
believe it. And we just did it just now.
Yeah, it's
That
that
was it.
quick.
Okay, well, you need to pick up this recipe. And for that, you have to log on to WTNH.com and click on Connecticut Style. That recipe will be there. Thank you both for sharing this.
Oh,
And
you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
It is perfect for the Lenten season.
Yeah.
And coming up next, the Sweet Remains perform on Stage 8. That's when Connecticut Style returns. Really is.
Somewhere I swear I hear strains of a song.